Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Monster Tale. I am MegaFreak400, and we are going to head to our next, we are en route to our next kingdom, the kingdom of Zoe. I think it's Zoetopia. Let's see. Oh, yes it is. So this is Zoetopia, the first area being Windmill Plains. I like how, and this is the one thing, this is my favorite kingdom in the game. But one thing with Zoe's is she has a big thing on toys, and, you know, wanting to have toys and, like, supposedly not being able to get them when she was in the human world. So it's kind of interesting how in the background of this one you see those Lego windmills, and the entire section of this place is actually there's some Lego made-up buildings. But in the later sections of this area, besides Windmill Plains, you'll notice toys in the background, or just kind of a theme of, like, I like how that is mixed together. You'll see that in the next Kid Kingdom too, in terms of, like, their interests being reflected in their kingdom. You didn't see that nearly as much with, like, Danu and Mead. Danu a little bit, because it was just kind of like a relaxing area. Mead, it just seemed like a hodgepodge somewhat. I mean, it was kind of rocking, but not nearly to the extent of Zoe's kingdom. I really love the design of Zoe's kingdom. And let's go talk to Jinx. Jinx should have some new items, actually, because he, whenever you go to a new area, he gets more items. The one thing I find, though, is, well, around this point, you'll start getting more money, because there's a lot of areas where there's just, like, an extra gem hidden, sitting around, and that will boost your money up pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna actually, keep, Chomp's adult form for now, because... at least for now, just to show off how it works and stuff like that. And I will buy some candy, cookies, some sweets to help him in raising up his different forms. Though, like I said, I'm going to have an extra video of this anyway, so you will be able to see all the forms. Yeah, Zoe's is the next kingdom that we're taking care of. One thing I can actually talk about real quick before I you know, get into the game is Dreamriff, the creator of this game and creator of Henry Hatsworth, has actually, at this point, now that I'm recording this video, I know it's been a while since I've actually recorded a new one, but they're going to be working on, Epic Mickey 2 was announced, the Power of 2 for Wii and Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, but there's also a companion game called Epic Mickey, The Power of Illusions. Kind of a take on, I think, the Castle of Illusions games for, I don't remember, I don't know if it was for the SNES as well, I think it was for the Genesis, but the old Castle of Illusions game, it's kind of, I think that the castle's actually referenced in there, but, or is actually part of the game, being a part of the Wasteland. But, yeah, Dreamriff is in charge of making that game, and it looks just beautiful, so I will definitely be getting that. Ooh, and I learned Guardian, or Chomp learned Guardian, rather, not me. Well, I mean, yeah, because I guess I am technically Ellie. Guardian is, I guess, somewhat of a useful move. My problem with Guardian is I kind of like long-range attacks better, so, like, you know, Ghoul's Cascade, or, well, the Bomb one, as much as I've been using the Mega Bomb, it's not as useful, but basically Guardian basically lets you use Chomp to punch, and it's just, it seems more inconvenient than anything else, but it definitely has its use. But so yeah, the Power of Illusions game, it looks pretty awesome. I almost think, like, a lot of people I've seen the reactions, they're like, well, I wasn't really looking forward to Epic Mickey 2, which personally I am, because I loved Epic Mickey 1. But they're like, but the Power of Illusions, I actually, you know, they're actually getting excited for. I mean, you don't see many games, even on the handheld nowadays. I mean, you don't see many games with beautiful rendered graphic, or I don't know if it's hand drawn, but, like, you know, sprite graphics. The only game I actually could think of, like, in terms of on consoles that kind of had not really sprites but beautiful hand-drawn graphics was Wario Land Shake It, which was extremely underrated. That game not only does it look great, but it's really fun. But I don't know. I mean, I like that. I like, you know, I like the style that Dreamriff goes for in the games, because this game looked just amazing. And I almost kind of wish, you know, the Mario series would go back and only got another trait slot. But I kind of wish the Mario series would go back in that direction too, in terms of making more kind of creative, instead of doing 3D render stuff, because most of the new Super Mario Bros. Games are just the same 3D rendered style. And this, like, if this game was made in 3D, it just would look boring, in my opinion. I don't know. I know I kind of have a bias against 3D. Not that 3D can't look great, but, you know, well, not 3D in general, I guess realism, but I guess the thing is with the, you know, at least with New Super Mario Bros. Wii, all the 3D games look exactly the same. There isn't any style to it. You can make 3D games look different. Like Skyward Sword, for example, is an example of that. Ooh, and acquired the attack up to, which is surprising. Now he's an adult, but you would think he would get the attack up 3 trait. But and we haven't been getting that many traits mostly because I haven't been able to. I haven't been willing to let the characters master their traits, so I can use them on other characters. Well, technically they're evolutions. Okay, there we go. Just having trouble with that guy. I also find that thing that's down there, I think it's like a grain or something. I can't remember what they call it, but you find a lot of those in like secret areas, and I'm not sure if, and maybe someone knows more than I do on that. I never actually looked it up because it never was really that important, but it seems like those things are either they give him a lot of experience or something. Because I find it odd, or you can't buy them in the stores maybe, because I find it odd that you can't, that you find them in hidden areas where you would usually find a gem. Like it seems like they're making them out to be important, and they're just, you know, pet items. But, you know, maybe they're really good. Well, I'm assuming they're gotta be somewhat good at least. I like also the enemies that are in this. The enemies in this are also annoying. Like this flying ghost dude is quite. Yeah, here's an example of why like Guardian isn't really useful, because those guys can't really use Guardian against them. I mean, you can, but it's not. It would be easier to just use a long range weapon. Cool Cascade. Okay, what is this way? More enemies. I think I'm going the wrong way, but you know, let's just double check. It can be useful for combos, but there's another move later on that's definitely better for, like, you know, comboing. Okay, no, actually this is the last area. That's awesome, an awesome area, but we'll get to that later. For now, let's head back this way. Ooh, good, a cannon pole. The one thing I will say about Guardian is it's probably good for leveling up Chomp, because when you punch, he punches, and so it's good for, like, you know, compared to other moves, it's good for helping him level up faster. But other than that, though, I would prefer other moves over Guardian, personally at least. In fact, I might actually go back to Teen Chomp after this video. I mean, I don't know. I just prefer Teen Chomp over. He's a little bit more agile, typically. Ooh, there is our third king, or Kid Queen, technically. Zoe. Zoe's my favorite, personally, and she has the best theme. Lobster. So yes, Zoe is just kind of being there. She's actually really not threatening us. She's more or less just talking about us being around. But she's actually talking about the new and his red door in the aqueducts. And indirectly, she's going to help us, because we will now be able to access that red door. She's not going to really stop us, though. But yeah. So now we have to backtrack back to the aqueducts. We will. I guess I'll do that next time. Since I mean I'll see what continues this way, but I don't think we have time to. Well, I probably could have time to, but I don't think I'm gonna do that this video. I like breaking up the areas per, like, you know, this is all of the Windmill Plains, and then after we go to the aqueducts, I believe we get to access a second area, or the second area of this kingdom, technically. So I kind of like being able to break the videos up between that, because it seems like, at least with the news, after cutting out the backtracking, it only took 3 videos, so, I don't see this being that much different, but maybe not. We'll see. I mean, technically, I could always make it 1 video for... I could make the whole game 1 video, technically, with the time limit, but that'd be boring. Pretty boring, actually. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna end off here. Let me go. Oh, I'm actually almost dead. Crap. But okay, there, go to the save area. So I'm gonna actually end here. This has been Mega 400, and I am reminding you to look into the Power of Illusions. It's a pretty cool game.